Battlefield 2042's Portal mode just keeps getting better and better. Every time I log into Battlefield 2042, I find myself going to the Portal section every time now to see what they've added to that section. Hey, I'm Hugo, and in today's video, we're going to talk about the TDM of Ages mode that was recently available to play in Battlefield 2042, and how it may actually be the best mode that I've played in Battlefield 2042 so far. Battlefield 2042 just keeps getting better and better, and the TDM of Ages mode is no exception. I actually made a video talking about the Conquest of Ages mode a few weeks ago, discussing how it was a nice breath of fresh air, and how other games such as Call of Duty could take a page out of its book. If you want to watch the video, I'll pop it in the description below. Now, how is TDM of the Ages different to Conquest of Ages? Well, it's a TDM mode. Conquest is a cool mode, but I find that it takes way too long to get to places. TDM, on the other hand, is so action-packed. You're bound to run into people at every corner, and it just makes it way more enjoyable for me. I prefer a wave of high-intensity gunfights over having to run around for ages to find an enemy. But what makes TDM of Ages so special? Well, it's many of the same things that made Conquest of Ages amazing. It's the old school remastered Battlefield guns, and the old maps constantly in rotation. So in one game, you may be playing on a Battlefield 1 map with guns from that era, and the next you might be using a Battlefield Bad Company 2 gun on a map from that era. It's so exhilarating to change things up. I've actually found my new favourite weapon on this game from playing this mode, and it's one of the old school weapons from Battlefield Bad Company 2. An LMG called the XM8. There's barely any recoil, and it's insane at mid to long range. It's actually surprisingly good at close range too. It's like the perfect weapon for my playstyle. You guys should really try it out, it's OP. The best thing about Battlefield Portal is that if you use one of the old school guns in Portal, the kills actually count towards the progression of unlocking them in the main Battlefield 2042 modes, and you can use them in multiplayer, so it's not just restricted to Portal. Each gun has their own set of objectives that you need to complete before you unlock it, however. The XM8, for example, requires that you get 100 kills and assists with either the XM8 or LCMG, or heal or revive 60 teammates. You can do that in like 5 games with the medic class. Where this game mode really shines, however, is in taking you back in time and retaining the same level of immersion as the main Battlefield 2042 game. The fact that the maps are remastered and guns too makes it feel like a completely new extension to the main Battlefield 2042 game. It's like a remaster but for free. One thing that I didn't mention in my previous video is how Battlefield 2042's Portal allows players to actually host their own custom matches. So you can actually host a server that's got the same rules and is the same game modes. You could even host a server where you're using Battlefield 2042 guns on a Battlefield 1 map. There are actually some pretty cool servers out there. There's an Afghanistan simulator and so many other servers. If you're tired of the same Battlefield 2042 modes, I'd definitely give Portal a try. The modes seem to change daily and they're quite creative. I've seen quite a few different modes on there. My favourites being the gun game one, where the guns cycle every 40 seconds, the TDM of Ages, and the Conquest of Ages. They're so much fun, and I think Battlefield 2042 has really come a long way the past few months. The best thing about Portal though is that the XP actually counts towards your level and the progress on your guns, so there's literally no reason not to give it a try. If you do try it out, don't forget to come back to the video and let me know in the comments which mode you played and why you like it. The only way DICE can improve Portal is by giving players the opportunity to make their own maps, kind of like Fortnite. If they had some kind of world builder that used assets from the previous Battlefield games, that would be insane. Can you imagine a Battlefield freestyle map in a desert? Some of the stuff the community would make would be outrageous. I'm extremely impressed with Battlefield Portal, and I think it might actually be better than the main Battlefield game. I'm surprised, to be honest. I rarely hear that many content creators in the community speaking about it. When I look at the comments on my previous video, tons of people love it and play it. I'd love it if other companies offered stuff like this to their players, especially realistic war simulators. When your whole brand is based on being as realistic and immersive as possible, offering players remasters of previous maps and guns brings that same immersion and realism to the previous games too. It's crazy to see the impact a remaster can have, and the fact that they've included it for free is class. What do you guys think? Did you have a chance to play the TDM of Ages mode? And if you did, is it the best Portal mode so far? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. It is for me. I didn't think it could get any better after playing the Conquest of Ages mode, but it definitely is. It's such a good way to level up your guns if you're grinding towards the old school weapons. It's the perfect way to get those kills. I'm genuinely curious to see what other creative modes they're going to add in there. I'll keep an eye out and make some videos on them. Make sure you drop a like and subscribe so you don't miss out on any future videos. As always, thank you so much for watching the video. Drop a like, subscribe. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.